The top 10 retirement planning mistakes to avoid. We want to make the rest of your life the best of your life, and avoiding these costly mistakes can help you get there. We want to set you up for a prosperous retirement. So the number one mistake is not to start saving when you start working. So I'll tell you, I didn't start saving when I started working. I was in publishing for a couple of years. More experienced folks were saying, hey, you got to put money in the 401k. I didn't listen. Retirement seemed really far away. And it wasn't until a few years later when I actually saw a compounding worksheet and see how money works over time that I started really saving. That chart changed me forever. I became a huge saver. I was always a saver, but even more so for retirement. I really committed to my future and to saving. So the number two mistake is not participating in your company's 401k plan as soon as you can. Okay, 401ks make it easy to save. It's automatic. It gets in there before you even, get your paycheck. So it's really great in that way. Also, 401ks are usually managed so that there are very good investment options in that 401k, and the fees are super competitive. Outside of the 401k plan, it usually is more expensive to invest. You want to save as much as you can either way, but saving in the plan generally is better in the long run. Number three is not completing a retirement plan projection. So knowing where you stand financially is critical to retirement success. So I know that looking at the numbers can be painful. When I started my business and I wasn't able to save again for a few years, and I ran the retirement illustration, it wasn't so pretty, and it isn't so pretty for lots of clients when we start working together. But it's important to have a starting point. It's important to know that you're on the right page, and you can see that progress year after year. Okay, so it's like you wouldn't drive from New Jersey to California without a GPS or a roadmap, but people are not having a roadmap for retirement. So there's lots of illustrations you can do just online. You go to Vanguard's website, you can go to your 401k provider's website. We can help you with an illustration if you want to do that as well, or ask your financial advisor. 28% of Americans have a written financial plan, and 63% of those with a plan feel financially stable. That's from Charles Schwab. HSBC also published a study that at retirement, people that planned and had advice and things like that actually had about a third more money when they went to retire. The number four mistake is not understanding how you're invested. Are you in the money market? Are you in a balanced fund? Are you in stocks? Is your portfolio based on your risk parameters and your goals for retirement? So are you going to achieve your goals if your rate of return historically is in the range of what your financial plan says? So this is really, really important. You want to keep up with inflation, and you want to make sure you're okay when the dips come. Number five is not investing for the long run. You're letting news and down markets lead decisions. Okay, so you want to make sure you know why you're invested the way you're invested, and have a strategy so that when things go down and you get nervous, everyone does. It can be very emotional to see your statements or go online and see your portfolio get hit. But it's important to stick with the plan. Stick with the plan and keep investing through good and bad times. That's been successful strategy historically. And I don't see any reason why it won't be going forward. Okay? I know clients who panic and want to get out when the markets aren't so good. Do not do as well as those that stick to their guns, even though it's tough, and keep going. It's kind of like the price you pay for doing well in the markets. So number six is losing track of your retirement plans and not paying attention to them. So I have clients, they go to retire, and then all of a sudden they're at 65, they're getting pension information and account information from jobs they worked at like 20, 30 years ago. So we need to make sure we're keeping track of all that stuff. And if you can, roll it into an IRA or into your 401k so that your money doesn't get left behind. Retirement is really expensive. You want to make sure you have every dollar saved and ready to go when you do retire. Number seven is using your retirement funds as a piggy bank. So you see this big pot of money sitting there, and then an emergency happens, and then you want to take a loan out or take a withdrawal out of that 401k account. It's really, really tough. You do not want to leverage your future for something from today if you can really, really, really help it. It can cost you thousands over time if you take loans and hardship withdrawals out. Retirement funds really should be off limits. In addition to saving money in the 401k, you need to be saving money for emergencies and making sure that your credit card debt is nil. Number 8 is not knowing how much you need to live on, not knowing your living expenses. So how much do you spend in an average month? Most people don't really know. And 20% of people spend over what they make. So we want to make sure that you're estimating properly how much money you need so that we can make sure that you'll have enough money at retirement. The projection is accurate, okay? Living within your means and having good cash flow can really help to be financially healthy, okay? And we want to make sure that we're just staying away from credit card debt. Number 9 is not understanding Social Security and Medicare. So Social Security is a very complicated program, and it's really important to know why you're taking Social Security when you do take it. Okay, so there's different taxes that can be imposed if you're still working. There's lots of different scenarios. So we want to make the right choices with Social Security, because again, this can add thousands of dollars of extra Social Security payments over time to your retirement plan. And we can help with illustrations on Social Security if you want to take us up on that. Okay, so you also want to make sure you're enrolling in Medicare at 65, 3 months before 65. There are penalties and taxes if you don't do it on time. Number 10 is not withdrawing retirement accounts in a tax-efficient manner. So generally, you want to take out taxable money first, so any investment accounts or money market, then your 401ks and IRAs, and then any Roth amounts that you have. Okay, so that's just a broad brush stroke, what's worked generally in the past. However, different years could be different, and I would work with your tax advisor and financial advisor to kind of build a plan that works best for you in taking money out to minimize taxes. So minimizing and avoiding these mistakes will help you build a retirement story with a happy and prosperous ending. So if you have any questions or if we can help you plan for retirement, please give us a call at 732-224-9900, or you can email me at momira@omirafinancial.com. Thank you.